YouTubers, Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. Guys, thanks for joining me, being part of the channel. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Guys, don't not forget to set your reminders for tonight's show, Commonwealth for Common Folks with Collins. We're going to be talking about market wars and digital soul. And I hope people saw our stock picks that we picked. The ones that I picked, and take a look at them and see where they are today. We did actually, we've been doing really good. We had a lot of emails from people. Thanks for the emails, folks. Okay, here we go, guys. Don't forget to send your show tips on Instagram. And guys, here it is. I want to make a video to discuss today why the rest of the world will be opening up. And it looks like Philippines this morning is now, COVID is stabilizing and things are looking normal. America's reopening. Destinations are reopening. The rest of the world will be opening. But Canada is going to have a major issue and it's going to be ravaged by the virus continuously going forward. Why? Well, there's a two-year election gap between the United States. America got the mail-in ballot system to work for them so they could get their new president-select in place. Now, Canada, I think, wants to do the same thing. This is my opinion. This is what I'm thinking. So let's take a look here. Canada remains in lockdown as the U.S. opens up. Well, again, it's already done what it had to do. So now much of Canada remains under some fairly strict public health measures due to COVID, masking, business closures, curfew. So they're doing this for election purposes. So America is opening up, and you see Como here saying, "Oh, we got to reopen." States opening up, and not just ones run by Republicans. Heavily Democrat California lifted its stay-at-home order a week ago amid improving conditions. So we're seeing the flattening of the curve. So this is going to go away. This whole COVID thing is going to disappear. It's played its part in America. The problem is with the whole mail-in ballot system, the whole 9 yards, right? Now, the problem is Canada is a 2-year gap. New Zealand is a 3-year gap, and I think Australia is a 2.5, 3-year gap between the American presidency, right? It wouldn't surprise me if they would pass a law to make all the elections on 1 year. So then this way, if there's a pandemic, they can have the mail-in ballot system. So the mail-in ballots go in, and then they could go ahead and count them the way they choose, right? So this is it. America remains open. Now, U.S. airlines offer flights to sun destinations while Canadian planes sit idle. Again, there's a lot of proof of it. And if you look up in the Philippines and other countries, it is it is lifting. The virus is mysteriously disappearing. Now, here goes. This is the most important one. And this is what I've been saying for months now. Liberals want weekend voting, mail-in ballot changes to be ready for possible pandemic election. Mail-in ballot changes to be ready. So the Liberals obviously are going to call in an early election. Definitely going to do this. This is an opportune time, especially with this virus ravaging through Canada. I'm just being... You could hear the sarcasm in this, and basically to get this vote through, basically to get people to vote, even if they get 2 mail-in ballots, it's going to actually make a complete difference on who wins the election. It's who counts the ballots. And this is why the rest of the world will start opening up, opening its arms to tourism and getting back, because it worked for America. America got what it needed to do, and now they're moving around, and Canada's like, wow, it's 2-year gap. Could we keep this pandemic going for 2 more years? Could people live off government stimulus for 2 more years until we get... No, we're going to have to call an early election, and we're going to have to... So even if they get 2 mail-in ballots, it doesn't matter. It's who counts those 2 ballots. What are they going to count them as, right? So Ottawa federal government is proposing to allow Canadians Canadians go to polls over the weekend and wants to set up a new mail-in ballot measures in anticipation of increased demand for them. Should snap general election get called while the COVID pandemic is still surging. So again, the rest of the world's going to see normalicity. I think it's played its part because America had to do things, and in my opinion, it's completely illegal. You guys know my stance on that. But you know what? Canada's going to do the same thing. So these proposed changes are among several in a new piece of legislation called the Bill C-19, bringing with the Liberals are considering temporary changes to Canada's Elections Act. So this should be illegal, and if they're going to hold an election, we saw what happened in America with all the shredded ballots, missing ballots, disappearing ballots, and people on mainstream media saying, "Oh, I'm a hero, I destroyed tons of ballots that were for Trump." So You know what I'm saying? There's something happening, right? So something is happening, right? So the amendments are targeted at mitigation challenges that would arise when administering a federal election during a. So, why do they want to call early election? The Liberals still have 2 years in power. They're not a majority government, but they still have 2 more years. What's the deal? We could wait 2 years for another election. No, call the early election now. Get the mail-in ballot system. And folks, this is just my opinion. This is what I think is in play. This is what I think is going to happen. And this is what will happen. Once we get this next election out of the way in Canada, then you'll start to see things coming back to normal and things start to reopen again. It's all due to elections. Everything that's been happening has a lot to do with election direction. And Canada's going to pay because if they thought Trump was bad, watch what's going to happen with Senor Bidon at the helm of America. You guys are going to see Canada's going to learn real quick in a heartbeat how important that election down south was. Anyways, guys, you let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Am I right? Am I wrong? Are they doing this? Are they going to play the mail-in ballot system like the Americans did? Let me know in the comments below. This is just my opinion. Let me know. Comment below. Thanks for watching.